it's stressing, it's depressing, and just plain pressing me past my limits. Pictures and drafts, and so much trash. There's one thing I got to do. I'm fracking the Hoard.
Why are you so excited? I'm riding a horse.
Listing more crap in my eBay store.
Cause I'm fracking the horse.
Are you fracking it?
Fracking the
Fracking 'em.
Hoard. From the deathpile that I floor.
Okay, everybody.
Aloha, everyone.
That's it. I give up. Why, you ask? This micro portion of coffee. It's just not doing it. I'm not hyper.
It has
I'm
Starbucks
sad.
crazy creamer in it. Pokey was like, what kind of sound was that?
That's
called
all I
a
can have now
slurp.
for like the next
It's a
hour.
slurp.
I think my stomach is going back to normal. And by that, I mean not hurting from drinking too much coffee. Thank you.
Look at that ray of light.
Ooh, Madonna's in here. Ray of light. I made it.
Bum.
Yes.
Where's the?
It's in blue.
I need to know where the hi-ya is.
You go boom, boom, boom. Hiya. Just like that.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom. Back to where we were. Back to you're arrested because you have to go to the. So that's just like how many times are you gonna yawn today? Let's give you 3. You're already out. Okay, now that's me. When I talk, I get the winning sound, and I
Wait,
think
hold
that's
on.
fair.
Boom, 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 boom. Okay. I need
Get
to
that
be
ready.
prepared because after Monday, I have a feeling I am going to be hitting that a lot.
I don't have my Hulk fists, and I want to talk about the lady now, and I don't have my Hulk fists. So you know what that means.
Your tooth is going to grow.
Do you think that's like coffee? Like my face is red, my teeth are yellow. No wonder nobody watches the show.
What do you mean?
Look
We
like a
have
mess.
awesome people that watch your show. You want your stupid Hulk fist.
Are there people here? Oh, I don't have the pop out yet. That's why. I probably do need my Hulk fist for Kaylee.
Oh, stop.
Kaylee
Hulk
Ann.
fist.
Hold on while I while I prepare the preparation, post preparation. H. Hold on. I'll get over here. Here's look at that. That's a cool picture. You made that today. Oh, there's us talking to ourselves. You telling me to stop. And then here's the pop out the chat. Let's pop out and say hi to everybody before I ruin everything by talking. Blue B2 says, remember, the 5th of November, sourcing, listing, and plot. I see reason why sourcing and listing should never be forgot. Or something like that. Aloha to you, Pokey. Aloha to you. Blue VT222. You toodle. You're a tootler. Rob Special Interest. Aloha, we were just talking about you before the show, saying how awesome that is that you jump into our show, and we appreciate that you don't frequent anybody else's show and that you stay completely true to us and full allegiance with no other options ever. Thank you very much. Well, good to see your name when we come in here. Look at who.
Oh, wait, your bubbles aren't going up.
Oh, my bubs. Sorry.
So we're clicking them when we see them on our end.
We see it on our side. That's what matters. Chat highlight properties. Highlight, paste, click. This is the insight into my head. See, and then you should see it. Hello, howdy. Should we do that again?
And just a heads up, we do have furnace people coming. And
Furnace!
The window they gave us is 12 to 4:30 Eastern time.
But we know how that works. It's going to be 4:30. And in fact, it's probably going to be 5. And we'll just be waiting here all day. So no reason to stop.
There's a slim possibility that they'll interrupt, but we'll just... I'll stay here. He'll go help them, and then he'll come back.
I'll get them situated, get them a cocktail, get them all tucked into their furnace. Callie Debs is right here.
Callie Debs.
And Carla Olson is ready for the Pokey Show.
He has been very
He took a big dump today.
We think his vision is going.
Because he's stopping to jump up in the middle of the night onto the bed. He's only 7 or almost 8, I guess.
Yeah, so
We think he's going blind.
we have a little bench at the foot of our bed for him to jump on that, and then
If I sell what I sell, it just makes me a pile of poop that nobody wants. Get the car back. I'm laughing, and then super laughing, and then no, just kidding.
But now lately, when he goes downstairs during the night and he comes back, he whines, and I have to get up to get him.
6 ghosts today. 6. Count them.
1, 2,
that's
3, 4,
huge.
5, 6.
6, exactly. And that's a lot, even for Ryan. That's an amazing amount. I'm glad we made it to Wednesday. Derek W. Pat coming out to us, coming
Hi,
in
Derek.
from out to us, but he's in Texas, is my point. Live like Texas. Texas represent. Quickie Picker Chaz. What's up? Lag has got a cylindrically of
Hi, Lagster.
hieroglyphics as usual.
Mayo.
Everybody's saying, hey. Wish
Adam.
you
Record
well
Crate.
today. I wish you well today. Adam, I hope the best for you. So I don't know what for, but fist bump.
Wait.
We do it. Here we go.
Yeah.
That's legit.
Oh, wait. Hold up.
Oh, you want to do this? Rally poops. Systems activated.
There.
Force of a giant. You're an animal, and I get to be an ice thing, like a burrito. Like a giant ice burrito. Well, you can be anything that's water based. Usually it's ice. Ice
Axe
cubes.
monkey.
But then, you have to be an animal because you're Gleek and I'm Glack or whatever their names are. Callie Depp says, I either removed or lowered my promoted listings for a few days. Things got slow, and how they have picked up again with no promoted listing charged to the listings that I have sold, and how they picked up again with no promoted listings. We've been messing around with things and noticed some things. And one thing that we noticed is we went from on our media store, which is usually what we talk about since we're growing it, and it's more fun to talk about something that you're, learning, doing, whatever. We got 0 sales today for the first time in months. And that was after I had messed a little bit around with the promotions and sales, both. So we're going to see what happens today after I've done one thing. I'm not really a person to change things, but every time I change something, I'm expecting something bad to happen. So it's not a surprise. It's just, holy cow, we made ourselves have a 0 day yesterday.
Ooh.
No, totally no. We know why, but
Both stores, 0.
0. But that's not amazing. It's amazing on the media store. The other store can have 0 days if we don't have stuff listed, whatever. Although we do finally get some stuff listed, and I have some things to say about AI. And I really want to get into it, but I want to say, hi, Dax Wilkin. Aloha.
I just
Dave Harrington,
read
some
your
kids.
message on Insta. So if she's in here, I'll say something.
Lag, we need Primo on a sugar rush. I'll have a tiny bit more. This has the super secret.
That Starbucks stuff is so sweet. You literally need just a drop of it.
Dual pinkies.
It's
for
super
safety.
powerful.
I gotta make this last. Primo can't hang. Denticor FYI, 6 weeks until the GA deadline to ship Ground Advantage in time for Christmas. Only 6 weeks. We better get going.
Oh, eBay's calling.
Seriously? Come on. Good afternoon. Yes, you are. I very much am, yes. Yes, it is, yeah. Yes. Yep. I'll take the soonest. Oh, I'll take the soonest available appointment. I'm very much looking forward to having the eBay look at my store and stuff. So yes. Uh-huh. Awesome. I'm excited about that. Sure. Well, it just showed up in the seller hub. Yes, so it was like a seller announcement, and then I immediately went on and tried to sign up, and it was all the places were already gone. I'm on the phone with eBay right now. In case you didn't know that.
I think they heard me go, "Oh, eBay's calling."
Yeah, that's why.
And I can't talk because I don't want to.
Yeah. Yes, sure. Tomorrow at 2. That's awesome. Yeah. Actually works perfectly. Eastern. Okay. I'll be looking out for you. Thank you. You too. Bye-bye. Wow. Okay.
What
So
was that?
that was the call to get Ryan has done it. Other people have done it. Well, John did it. Flipping and Easy did it at the eBay Open 2025. So I signed up for the seller clinic, and then there was no appointments. Haven't heard from them, and then we just got that call. So I'm like, just in case that's something important.
Awesome.
So and they're like, it's about a month out, and then she's like, tomorrow at 2. So we record the PPP Profit Playbook podcast, which is on every Saturday at 11. We record that at 1 o'clock tomorrow. So right after that, I'm getting right on the phone with the eBay, and I'm going to see what they say about my money and what they say about my other stuff.
Yeah, that's
and what they say
I'm
about my
super
things.
curious about.
And that's super, super
that was so awesome.
cool.
I'm so excited.
Thank you guys for waiting. And,
yes. Yeah, thank you.
That's going to be the first of interruptions where it's just dead air. So this is a dead air show day. Just get ready for that.
Yeah, if the gas people, if the furnace people come, there's going to be some.
Whoa, Cindy girl! Cindy was our. I grew up with horses. We had 3 horses. We had Cindy, who was super old, and she was old lady mare. And then we had Sin Patch, who was the little girl horse. And then we had Konik, which is my horse. Konik means little horse in Yugoslavian. My grandfather was Yugoslavian, but he was pretty much just a cowboy. That's all I knew him as my whole life. And so we like Western. We walked the fences. We did all this in California, like above Stanford. So it was like this technology and horses. It was like the both sides of the world, like all in one place. It was pretty cool.
So I was trying to do.
There's FedEx delivering a return. Dang you, FedEx! You burn.
I
Don't
was
burn.
trying to do
In case that worked.
a charades. Could you guess what this is?
No, you have to go 2 words. Sounds like that's a movie.
Right.
But you have to go 2 words, sounds like first syllable, something
Oh,
like
well, and then I did that. I mean,
that. No, I don't know what that
oh, wait,
means.
it's this.
You
It's
have to.
3.
I gotta do things. I have to talk
Okay.
about stuff. We don't have time for this. Thank you. I have no idea. No. Pat the bat crying. What are you doing? Reaching for the hand?
Sort of.
Jen, aloha sales are definitely not like Q4.
Ugh.
They've been great. Let me make no mistake. They have been rocking. But somehow we were capable of killing our sales to 0 yesterday, which is impressive, I would say. Seeing stars, aloha. Ellie, working for everyone, can't seem to stay logged in, and it wants me to connect my eBay account. But when I try to do that, I'm told it's already connected. Seeing stars right now, they are gleefully updating. They're gleefully, I should say, updating the program. It has kicked me off a couple of times today. And like the past 3 days, there's a lot of updates going on. So if it's saying that you want to upload your eBay account, but then it's already connected, don't worry about that. You're connected to eBay properly. You don't need to redo it. But I think this is I don't think this is like a secret or anything. But if you do Control-Shift-R, that does a hard refresh on because they're developing the software as you're working on it. They're adding features and doing stuff right literally this second. Like big things, like big back end rollouts to get the $14 credit system. They had to like semi rebuild it. To get it mobile, they have to semi rebuild it. So anyway, every time they do something, they have to update the live site, and that could, in between you logging on and you like listing things, you might not be on the freshest new site. So then just do Control-R-Shift when you open up or right before you list something. You'll make sure that nothing bad should happen, but you'll have the freshest site.
When you go to their website and Control-R.
That will do it for any website on Earth. It'll do a hard reset on that website.
As long as you have that in your browser address.
Yeah, as long as you're on that website, any website, eBay too. So, but because they're updating so much, do that right now. Like for the past couple days and today, I would. So seeing stars, I think that should help you out a little bit. Present Ryan's here saying sales continue to be good. Lag, I'm sorry, the keyboard trickboard for AI prompt, just ignore them. I will. I will. Zan and Jaina, Pokey would be Gleek. Thank you. Biff is the font of knowledge. I do a 70% skim by try, and then Biff comes back in and ties it all up with the little he pastry chefs my glob of dough. So let me just get in. I want to talk about this and then go back to the chat because and this is only because I want to talk about it. There's really no other reason. I don't really think this affects us too much. But Kaylee, we talked about it on Monday, and I'm going to go right over here to small. That's terrible. Here we go. Gotcha. There she is. So I just want to listen to the very beginning, and I'm going to start by saying she seems super nice. So this is not an attack or anything. This is just an actual disagreement based on her title.
And I just want to say one thing. I'm super happy to see female resellers doing YouTube.
If I sound, there's a stupid return just sitting there.
I know, it's staring at it.
It's staring at us. Dang it. And so please, this is absolutely not an attack like I would Pegasus, because he is still a douche to me.
Yeah, please don't go all Pegasus on that.
I'm not. There's not going to go Pegasaurus. And so basically, look, you see the title. I'll move us. Everyone's using I, but here's why smart resellers shouldn't yet. And that just makes me cringe. So the first thing I thought about is I do not consider us. So clothing sellers, I need to put in their own bucket as thrifters. It's not a elevation or a degradation of that niche, but it is a very complicated, very broad, tiny niche. I tried to say this the other day. So if you're selling clothes, are you selling vintage clothes, new clothes, current brands, athletic, all these things? You can go from a kid selling your SpongeBob shirt all the way up to Chris Lynn, who I can't think of another. There's some other people that probably are better examples of people who have made it to the top of tech and sports. Okay, I don't know if he's at the top. He's whatever. But I'm saying there's a lot of room in there, and you can be really good at it and make millions of dollars a year. So this has nothing to do with anything except for the title of this. And then I thought maybe I would just let her say, talk in her own words for a second and then react to it like I don't usually do this. But I just want to say, but here's why the smart sellers shouldn't yet. So here she goes.
Using AI in your reselling business is a hot topic right now, and you asked for my opinion, so let's talk about it. Right off the top, I do use AI in my business, and towards the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how and where I use it. My overall opinion of AI in a reselling business is I think AI can be an excellent tool, but when not used correctly, it can be a silent killer in your business. And let's go ahead and get this.
So right there, she's setting us up to be, and again, this is a little, I'm disagreeing with the premise of this video, but like I said, I'm not a clothing seller. So I find this to be possibly just a matter of, because very much we're not a clothing seller. So the rules and the tricks and the tools that you want to use for that are not that familiar to us. But ListEasier is super familiar to us. So AI soft listing tools are familiar to us. But even from our friends who list clothing, namely Doug and Roe and others, but I'm just going to say their names. We're dropping names here. We know that AI is not perfect. Especially maybe more so for clothing than for anything else, but I don't think so. So I understand sort of what she's saying here, but here, let's listen to this more.
Out of the way from the beginning. I've seen a lot of people that say, I don't use AI. I'll never use AI. AI is terrible for the planet.
Good luck with that.
And you probably have some valid points, but we're all using AI in our business and in our everyday life without even realizing it. If you shop on Amazon, if you use a cross-posting tool,
that's just true stuff.
If you even use Google, you're using AI in some form. And so it's always been there. It's just a lot more prevalent now.
I don't disagree with this.
I work with thousands of resellers every single week.
Okay, this part.
Both in person and online. And I've got a lot of data gathered regarding AI in a reselling business. And here's 3 reasons why I don't
Here we
like
are.
it. Number 1, it is
false. Wrong. Now, we haven't gotten to the point where she doesn't. So it's so hard to do this reaction. This is crazy because I have so many tangents. I can, spoiler alert, she doesn't say she's using any AI listers, but she does use AI. And when she talks about AI here, she's talking about ChatGPT, or maybe she's talking about Grok or something else, but she references ChatGPT. She's not referencing a listing software, which is AI. She's just saying, if you go and upload your pictures to ChatGPT and say, make optimized listings for eBay, that's what she's talking about. And I just want to immediately say, no. I mean, do I do that occasionally? If I have to. But in general, going over to ChatGPT defeats the purpose of an AI listing software that does the actual going. See, that's what makes AI listing tools so great. One of the reasons, because it's doing your ChatGPTing for you. And in the case of ListEasier, it's checking multiple sources at once. Can it be wrong? Of course. So now let's go to the second thing. But keeping in mind that is just not a true statement. It does not. ChatGPT might be using flawed data. I don't know. But
ListEasier isn't.
ListEasier is not. So
in fact, Josh commented specifically on this comment that she made. I didn't watch it. I just read
flawed data. Whenever you ask AI a question or you prompt it to do something for you, such as generate listing,
you don't prompt,
give you keywords, give you pricing, give you titles.
You don't get you don't get prices from AI either. Why would you get prices from AI? What you're trying to do, AI is your tool. Who said it best? That's right, Benny Stratton. Benny Stratton's paragraph said it best. Am I yelling? I love Benny. Benny is not, hasn't been kicked off our channel, but he won't come back here and leave paragraphs. But I want him to. So Benny, if you're here, leave us some paragraphs. But I will never block you.
I like paragraphs.
But what he said is AI is your co-pilot. You're still the pilot, man. So I trust ListEasier to list books for me with very little interjection into what it's doing. Do I give it a once over? Yes. I'm not a lazy person. I want a helper that will do the crap for me. That's listing it. That is looking to ChatGPT, taking my pictures, uploading them to ChatGPT, then copy pasting over. Even if that's all that AI tool does for you, you're saving valuable steps, time, and yes, dare I say, money and extreme good looks.
And I just want to add too,
Thank you.
what ListEasier is doing for us is we would spend, especially me, because I don't know these, when we were listing 45 records, I don't know what kind of music it is or when it was made, if the records don't have a date.
She didn't even know the songs.
I have to go and search
She's
multiple
like,
websites.
what is la 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 means I love you? What is that? She says to me.
ListEasier does all of that for me within seconds.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, instead of me taking 20 minutes going to all these websites trying to find, well, what this book says this, but what is really the copyright? When was it originally made? All that stuff.
So we're not prompting, and when it comes to ListEasier, hat plug, thank you. We're not prompting anything. We don't have to prompt. You know who does the prompting? ListEasier. That means you don't have to think of the coolest, newest prompts that get you the right stuff. They're doing that for you, people. They're doing that for you. Okay, next. Thank you.
Internet for what information is currently available. This could be on multiple places or wherever you tell it to. But even if you tell it to go to a specific platform to get the information from, such as eBay or Poshmark, it's still pulling from flawed data because humans are flawed. We make mistakes.
No.
If you go searching through all of the listings on eBay, you're going to see where a lot of sellers are.
Can I go read Josh's comment
No.
about that?
No,
Oh,
it's too
okay.
complicated. We're trying to keep this easy.
right,
You're always
well,
trying to complicate
stop.
things.
Then you
No,
stop talking
now
to
everybody
me.
thinks that I'm not letting you talk.
Hiya!
Just don't say stuff in the first place. Then I don't have to tell you shut up. Thank you. We don't care what Josh has to say. I'm telling you what I have to. This is my show. Okay? It's my show. Damn it. We're doing it live. Wait, where were we?
She's talking about it's pulling from eBay and Poshmark
Flawed data.
data.
So, is it pulling from flawed data? No. Is it pulling? Is there a lot of flawed data out there? Yes. Do you, as a reseller, just trust AI like a redheaded stepchild, such as myself? No, you do not. You double check the kid's work. You double check the kid's work. So instead of having to sit there and fully pull, okay, later she says she does testing, 10 listings in an hour. Let her finish. Can't she finish? Can you let her finish, please?
Yes, please let her finish.
Titling things wrong. They're pricing things wrong. They're listing a mass amount of things incorrectly. And so unfortunately, all of your responses from AI are based off of flawed data.
All of your responses from AI are based off of false data. Now, I'm just going to turn that around and say, you're giving out false data right now by saying everything is false, because not everything is false. This kind of doom and gloom thing, it's just not accurate. But if you're going to go out by yourself to ChatGPT, you may be experiencing this stuff. If you go to ListEasier, you are much less likely to get erroneous data.
Well, it's been programmed
Specifically not to give you.
to find accurate data. And Josh has said that they will only approve categories if it is at least 99.6% accurate.
Yeah, and I'm just going to say it's probably more like 98. or 97 even, but who cares? I don't care. If I can catch it, because I am a reseller, I know what I'm selling. I am very much know every single thing I'm selling. I do not sell things I don't know. So I have a understanding of what I'm selling in general. So, okay, let's go on, because it gets to the point where I get really.
Now, you could make the argument that, well, hey, when you comp anything, then there's flawed data, and you're right. But at least when you're searching things manually on a platform, you can tell if you're getting clean data or not. And
So, okay, you do not trust AI for prices, and you do not trust AI for condition. It cannot be trusted for those two things. Will it try to do it? Yes. Is it 90% accurate? Yeah. Maybe more. Maybe more. But you better have your head on a swivel. You got to keep your head about you. You're a professional. You're a professional. That doesn't mean what her argument is building up to: do not use AI right now because it can't give you accurate pricing, and because it can't do condition and some other things. And basically what she's saying is, I think, tell me I'm wrong,
She's a clothing seller.
she's a clothing seller and sells courses. So what would happen if she taught people to be independent thinkers? They wouldn't come back to her course. What she's saying, don't use AI if you're not an independent thinker and verifying it. So she's like almost no, I know that's not what I'm saying. And I don't want anyone to like not buy her course, because I understand the value, especially of the clothing thing, that it is part of it is just having some camaraderie. And part of it is it's a very broad category. So keeping up with brands and stuff, it must be tiring. Which is another reason why I wouldn't do it. But because I also like to do things that are much less crowded, because I feel like that's smarter use of my time. But nonetheless, let's continue.
be able to manipulate the search by filtering down or using some of the search comping hacks to remove some of that information. When you're just telling AI to do it, it doesn't know to do that. Which brings me to the second reason that I don't like it, which is that you have to know when it's wrong.
Yeah.
Because it's pulling from...
Okay, so she's teaching courses. Is she not teaching you how to determine when things are wrong? I mean, aren't you supposed to know that? Can we just... AI is a helper, not the master.
Oh, well, I have to.
Let's go.
Sort of agree with her.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to catch some of the data, because the reason why I'm using AI is because I don't know everything.
Well, you're an amateur.
I want it to search
So
for
what
me.
she's saying is amateurs do not use AI right now. But boss-ass resellers such as myself use it, and you better use it right now, everybody, because that's really my biggest point. It says, but here's why smart resellers shouldn't. Wrong. Smart resellers should use AI now before everybody's on it and you've lost your opportunity. That's why even as slow as we are, we've utilized it to list thousands of listings, but we're not like James or even Beard over there in Alabama. But we are. I know this is the time to strike while the iron's hot. Don't wait. If you're but here's why smart resellers shouldn't. This is the only reason I'm even talking about this. The smart resellers, get AI, get on it, do it now before not super smart resellers figure it out.
This is the head start that we all want and need.
You gotta take it. That's what you need to take advantage of.
I found it.
Why would you be scared or even selling scaredness?
I found it interesting though how she said,
She's very
not
practical.
to trust AI, but to go to the platforms and look at what others.
That's what I do. Every single price I look it up.
But I'm saying I have found a lot of errors when I was listing the brand new DVDs.
Yes.
And just using
and it says it's a CD or something.
Hiya!
Oh,
and
I
just
thought I was helping. I am by pressing the button.
And I was just literally scanning the barcodes and letting it fill. I would quickly check things, and there were so many things that were auto-populated from Sell Similar, and I was like, oh man, this is wrong. So
whatever.
Even her thought process there isn't
Well, it's not
doesn't
fully
go without issue.
right. It's you have to be. You can't
If I'm
resell without knowledge.
If I'm understanding what
If
she
you're
was
coming
saying.
into reselling and you don't know anything about selling, and then you're buying any AI anywhere, you're not. It's not going to work because you don't know what you're doing. You still have to know what you're doing. And the other thing that's going to happen is once these AIs get perfected, they're going to dumb them down. They're not going to give you as much. Josh is going to start removing features or making it less effective. I mean, not Josh, but you know what I'm saying? If there's value in it, they're gonna. This stuff has been there for a few years for the rich businesses, the big richy riches of business, people who can afford $1 million on that software. We've seen them. One of them's called something, and then the books just come down, and it takes pictures of them, and it packages them, and it's like all one. I don't even know. It's crazy. Yes, that existed, and it was gate held or gate kept. Now, from what I can tell, a few companies have tried to release the Kraken and open the gate. The only one that's of any value so far is ListEasier. I have heard some valuable feedback on
6x6.
Another program, but it seems to be maybe clothing resellers are finding it useful, but nobody else. So I can personally say that ListEasier is great for everything else. Maybe it's not as good for clothing. I don't know. That's not my. I'm never going to test it because we don't even test it.
I think she really needs to try the free whatever.
Has she even tried ListEasier?
ListEasier has.
Because she's saying AI like it's ChatGPT.
Yeah. I feel like I'll comment on her video and just say, hey, give it a shot. Just they have 10 free listings. Give it a shot. Try
And
it
it's
out
$14.99 for 100. This is not even a commercial, but it sort of is because
using AI.
I'm telling you,
it would be nice
to time.
It would be great to see her reaction to actually trying ListEasier.
Yes, I would love to see that. Can I request that, Kaylee Elaine? Can you please utilize it for the 100 listings and then get back to me?
Confident in listing items
I really
themselves
know.
that they don't even feel like they need AI. But if it's going to perform well in search, if it looks just having something, listings are going to end up looking the same. Your business not actually saving you time.
Oh wait, this is the third thing.
It's giving you wrong information. Is to first educate yourself and have that data in the back of your mind. You need to be capable of doing everything.
But aren't you teaching that in your course?
Before you ask AI to do it.
So then,
if you don't,
your course people, you should tell to use AI.
If it's right or it's wrong. I've tested out AI for listings multiple times. I'll talk about that here in a second as to how that experiment went. But I can tell you that I have many, many times received wrong information from ChatGPT. And it's not just ChatGPT, it's really any platform that you're using to generate listings.
Now we know that. So now you can
and number 3 is
move around it.
Not actually saving you time. It's a facade.
So wrong.
It's an illusion of saving time.
Well,
because you're having
is not
someone else or something do something else for you does not always mean that it is the most time effective. How long is it actually taking you to incorporate AI into your business? And could you be faster just listing it on your own? So those are the 3 reasons why I really don't like the idea of AI in a reselling business and why I think that
can't make my eyes any
resellers
bigger.
Are using AI in the wrong way. Everyone's listings are going to end up looking the same if we use AI, which pulls data from listings and uses it to generate the information in your listing. When you're generating listings, one of the most competitive edges that you can get is by having something different than what everybody else.
Now, for clothing, maybe that's true, but for DVDs, it's basically a catalog entry. So you just want to have the most basic Amazon type catalog entry. So again, when people talk, especially first of all, is there a course out there that is being charged for that isn't about clothing reselling? Are all courses geared towards clothing? I know Jason T. Smith used to have one about CDs, but as far as I can tell, all the courses are about selling clothing, except for the blueprint to mastery of nothing over at Pegasaurus. Sorry, I'm just looking at stuff.
Well, and for us, we've already said how ListEasier is saving us so much time. And And remember, she's talking about GPT.
I assume.
She's not
Here, let's finish.
talking about
So by
a
think she
including
says that.
keywords that not everybody else has, or maybe a different price,
You wanna hear
or
it?
even just filling out all of the drop downs that you should be filling out and optimizing your listing, if we're not optimizing and having a competitive edge in some way, then it's unlikely that your listing is going to perform well in search if it looks just like everything else.
Okay, so she's making massive assumptions here, when of course, again, ListEasier as the go-between between ChatGPT is doing all the legwork, so you don't have to do any legwork, which is not a time saver. I mean, is a time saver. If you're doing the legwork yourself, you aren't saving any time. But we seem to be still talking about two different things.
I just want to say quickly, Axe Monkey, because you are the last one that commented. She said, "How long have we been saying that customers don't read our listings? We should just be writing listings for AI, not the customer."
That's correct.
Odds are they won't read it anyway.
You guys,
just a thought.
Well, I'll go one step further than that. Who gives a schnitz what so people get, and I came from this position. I know what I want my description to look like, and you can look at the comments down here. Oh, the AI is too flowery. It's just filled with marketing jargon. That's what you want in there, you ding-dongs. You want the marketing jargon that the buy-side AI picks up on and then Googleizes your whole calamity.
You're going to have to take some blood pressure medicine.
I did just before this.
Did
Why,
you?
do I look red?
Yeah.
Do I?
I don't know. Well,
I'm gonna pop. I had too much beets this morning. Too many beets. But the whole point being just that
if you guys were
you should use AI if you're a smart
on Monday
reseller.
or didn't listen to the whole thing on Monday, Primo was saying how
Did you call me Primo?
Sure.
I heard Primo.
How we have done some Google searches on our books that we are using ListEasier on, and we're coming up on Google results like within the first 1, 2, 3.
I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Results. And we're not.
It's not us.
And we're not.
It's ListEasier.
We're not necessarily using the exact title. When we're doing the Google search, we'll have like the title. The title that we used on eBay.
as the title of the book, the author, and the date. So I don't use any words past that when I look it up.
Yeah, just the author and the title of the book.
But I look up every single book. I look up the price of every single book on Abe's and Amazon and eBay, and I'm usually always the top one for eBay if I already have that book listed. So if it's a duplicate of that book and I'm going to look for it again on Google, ours is the top one.
And this is what Josh was saying, because in the beginning we were like, but Josh, we want to say the type of cover in the title, but Josh,
we want to put parentheses around the year.
Put parentheses about the copyright date. Oh, Josh, there's so much information in the description. It's
what
too
I
much.
want doesn't
and he's
matter.
Like, guys, this is what AI
wants to see.
The
buy side AI wants to see. That's what Google wants to see, not what you want to see. Who cares what you want to see? You want to sell your stuff? Stop fighting with yourself.
And
Thank
like
you.
Axe Monkey said, we all complain how people don't read the descriptions anyhow. So what?
I should have more caffeine.
Trust AI.
Spending Sense was trying to get rid of the lady and make us bigger. Look.
That's so great.
So much that you stop educating yourself.
Nobody's stopping.
How do you know when AI is wrong? My goal for anyone that I coach is that they would be so confident in listing items themselves that they don't even feel like they need AI.
Stop.
What did she say?
I'm speaking in tongues because I'm so messed up. She just said, my
heart is racing right now.
My goal as being for coaching is to coach you to such a point that you are so knowledgeable on your stuff that you don't need AI. She doesn't even understand why you have AI.
It's to list
It's to list
Kaylee.
more. List easier. It's not to take the place of your brain. If you're doing that, you are right. You are not going to succeed at this. You need to already know what you're listing. And then AI, especially this one, tells you what it does. It makes the thing that you already know about, which is listing, it makes it easier. Possibly a whole lot faster and a whole much more pleasant. And it may give you a back rub because you've saved so much time. Can I have a back rub?
We have listed more in a week than what would take us 3 months to list.
Absolutely
Using
true.
ListEasier, we have listed more in a week than what would normally take us 3 months.
So let's say we're super smart on our subject. We know what we're doing. We know everything about media and books and everything, which is what you're saying, right? Then that makes us a good reseller. And then why does your title say here's why smart resellers shouldn't yet? Because when you are up to date, when you do know your stuff, then you should be in here now already, people, without fail, including Kaylee Lane, who I assume if she sells courses and coaches people, then she is smart and good in her. Why isn't she using AI? That's what I want to know.
She really should try it. And yeah, she definitely is very smart.
She's super smart.
She does great presentations.
This is wrong. This one's just flat out wrong. This one video
again, this
out of thousands
appears to be her experience with Chat GPT.
Yeah, well,
so that's why it would be great for her to try ListEasier and get her input on that.
And do not look at AI as someone who's going to take over your business for you. It's not. That's not how I don't know when that's going to be the case. It's always going to be your helper, as Benny Stratton said. AI is your co-pilot. Now, can you go take a dump in the back of the plane with the plane flying with the co-pilot? Yes, you can. So, sorry to be graphic, but what I'm trying to say is that you can trust it to a certain extent, but it needs to have, you need to know what it's doing, and then you have to work around it in some cases. But it is a qualified employee of your company. So because the pilot can't fly the plane all the time when he had a big, huge, Cinnabon, and he needs to go release the Kraken. He has to leave the co-pilot up there. So I don't know if that's a good analogy, but I like saying it because it made me say something slightly rude. Thank you.
You weren't going to listen to the whole thing.
I wasn't, but here we are.
But if they do want to use AI, they're going to be able to tell when AI is wrong.
Yes.
And if you are somebody who's using AI, I highly suggest that you actually time how long is it taking you with all things considered, all things included, by using something AI related to help you list items, to price items, to come up with keywords.
100 times faster, not for prices.
Timing of you actually listing the item. Most resellers with practice can get to 8 minutes or less per listing.
Whoa! Hey now. So 8 minutes or less with practice. So what are we going to say ours are? How long does it take you to take the pictures of the book?
It takes me 1.5 minutes.
So flip. She's slow too.
Listen,
not in a bad way.
Stop it.
I'm just saying in a good way. You're slow.
It's 1.5 minutes with hardcovers with highlighted and markings in it.
Okay.
Because I have to do the whatever.
How many pictures are you going to end up with? Like 11 or 12 on that, right?
I end up with 10.
At least 10. So to get 10 pictures of a book, 1.5 minutes, whatever, and then. When I put it up, all I have to do is upload the picture. So that's taking photos from 300 or 400 photos from a folder and then going open. Okay, that takes 5 seconds. Okay, so now we're at 1.5 minutes plus 5 seconds.
1 minute and 35 seconds.
1 minute and 35 seconds. Once I can walk away. So it's going to upload all the pictures. It's going to do something. So I get up for about 2 minutes. I walk around. I have a
2 minutes.
Smoke a pipe.
You're saying
whatever I do.
2 minutes to do 50.
I don't do anything.
50 drafts.
Yeah, 50
If you were
drafts.
just doing one book, it would literally be
about
second.
The same. That's about the same.
Oh,
actually.
is it?
It's not that much different.
Yeah, Josh has said that.
We don't count the 2 minutes though. We only count the 5 seconds because I can do something else with that time. So now we're at 1 minute and 35 seconds and the pictures are uploaded. Then I go to table view and I look at all the titles. I just glance once over them and I just make sure they look all right. If it's generally all these are first edition, so I don't even have to check that. But if I see something out of place, I will go check into it. Usually don't have to do it at all. 1 out of every 3 or 4 batches has anything that I notice out of place. And because I am such a superior reseller, I'm able to like just laser beam in on any problems. And because I'm not just leaving it all to AI, but yet with books and media, I have done it so many times that I almost can. Now, the other thing is I got to put a price in here. When I put a price in, I'm double checking the line. Or maybe that's my once over. It doesn't really matter. But I have to take the title, which means I'm looking at the title.
Bye, Matt.
Absorb. You're leaving? How dare you? I'm not even done yet. Thank you. Have a great day.
We'll get to comments after he's done ranting. We'll spend the last hour going through comments.
We'll never make it to the end of the comments. So, did I say everything I meant to say? Let's see what else she has to say.
Have all of the information in a listing that they need completely optimized and completely filled out. And that includes photographing. If we assume that half of that is spent the actual listing because we still have to photograph items, and let's say it's 4 minutes, if AI cannot complete your entire listing from a photo in 4 minutes or less, then it's not faster than you listing it yourself.
Okay, you've just
Most
proven
of the
it's way
time, what I
faster.
am seeing is resellers are prompting some form of AI, whether it is a platform that has AI to create listings for you, or they're using ChatGPT and then copying that information
That's
over
crazy.
into an actual listing.
So
If you
again,
include
whether
all of
we're
the
doing a
time that it
batch of
takes-
50 books or 100 books, it takes the same amount of time.
Roughly. I mean,
for
for 10 books
for
or 100
ListEasier
books.
to generate the
Well, because you're going to walk away. As soon as you say
descriptions.
generate, you get up. You go do something else. So you come back in 10 minutes, it's done. Whether it took 2 minutes or 10 minutes, doesn't matter. Seems like the same amount of time.
to prompt whatever you are using to generate that
have to
information,
prompt
wait
anything.
for it to load,
You
and
just upload
then you
pictures.
have to go back and double check.
You
to
got to
make sure that
double
it's
check yourself because you're human and you're looking for your own fails.
correct. Most of the time I'm hearing that it isn't, and then you edit that additionally after that, and then you set it live. How much time is it actually taking you? Because at that point, if it's not 4 minutes or less, it's not faster than just doing it yourself. And if you're not currently somebody who is at the point of being able to list an item from start to finish in its entirety, including photos, and have a completely optimized listing fully filled out that you feel good about, then that is where I would start. I don't think you should be
Okay, I
using
think we have to watch it more.
Yeah.
So all 3 of her
You can go
premises
big
are
now.
wrong. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Or misguided, or her personal experience, and who can argue with that? It's not. But what she said, her 3 points were that it's drawing false information, and then 2 other things. So all those are wrong.
It doesn't save time.
It doesn't save time, and that's just inaccurate.
And,
But I like to say, maybe because you're a clothing reseller, it's accurate for you for some reason.
you mean her assessment?
Yeah, maybe for clothing resellers, it is not a time saver. I don't know how that's possible, considering the amount of endless frustration it saves for us. So, which is
Well, I know Doug and Roe are using ListEasier, and
well, they went from a VA
yeah.
to when basically VAs are using ListEasier now. So it doesn't really behoove you to pay 75 cents to somebody or even 50 cents when you can just do it yourself or get the same results.
Can you open the chat and let's get to?
Let's get some chat. Does anybody care that I just talked all this time?
I don't know. It's been a while since anyone has commented. So.
Oh no, this looks worse than ever. All the words. Lag. Oh crap! It was the new code. So I'll be back. 1 minute. Beep boop 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 boop. I'm around normal, not Q4. Sending tons of offers, not many takers.
Shit
Aloha
tons
to
of
you. S tons. Gotcha. Haha. Put it on a speaker. Oh, that's we're all the way back there. Lenny K. Aloha. Record crate. Car warranty.
Hi,
It wasn't car warranty. It was eBay.
Lenny.
I love the behind the scenes vignettes. Speakerphone. Everybody wants to hear
Hey,
that.
media.
She did say right when I got on there, she said this is a recorded line, and I was like, I don't want to. I would have put it on speaker, but
No, I wouldn't do that. I would learn from that other person that did
yes,
that.
I didn't want to like get in trouble or
Is
something.
Media Picker Beard King?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
It's Media Picker.
I didn't know if he changed
I
his
assume
name.
because most people in reselling have beards that they
I
may
just
indeed
didn't know
have
if
a
he
beard.
changed his name, but haven't
It's
seen him in
Jamie
here
gave us a
while.
call.
But, hey, Media Picker.
Dave Harrington is
Primo
lag. Yes, that
fired.
was lag. Okay, lag. You sounded like a nice lady.
I thought Jamie was supposed to call in.
That is wired up directly to the main office.
I'm awful at charades. That was me trying to. I'm awful at charades too.
This is an email. I was
Hey,
actually
big
eBay.
dog.
It's amazing that it actually was eBay calling right now. Oh, it's not Jamie.
I'm
It's
glad
lag
that
again.
I saw it.
I just made the list. PPP recorded. Shh. Don't tell Primo he bought it. This membership level material. Nice. I appreciate being membership level. That's good news about the eBay call. Aloha Upstate
So
Picker.
yeah, Ryan. So
we're back to Blue VT to V2T.
So Ryan, we're getting one of those consultations like you had. So we're excited about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's tomorrow at 2:00 in the afternoon. So in 24 hours, I'm going to have them look at my account and I'll ask them and they won't give me any answers about my payout holds. But maybe I'll feel like I'll get like a real person, maybe in Continental, because you feel a little it's not terrible. I appreciate, thank you, all the customer service people at eBay. They put up with a lot. But you do feel just a little like you moved up the customer service ladder when you get a Continental person. But there are some little variances to that because sometimes I'll get Ireland. I'm okay with Ireland.
So Biff was saying that Ellie was taking about 2 hours to upload 100 photos. Previously it was like 10 minutes. And then Seeing Stars said, thank you. The Control R shift did fix
it. Okay.
So I wonder
Also,
if Biff tried that.
Biff, try
too.
that too. And this was a hard reset. Oh, okay. Biff says that.
Oh, yeah.
You can also hold the shift key while clicking the refresh button on your browser. Yes.
Okay.
But so if you do the control, I think you can do control and R. That's just refresh. But to do a hard refresh where you reload blah 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 data, little data bits, you do a control shift R. And that's what we had to do when we were beta testing on the development side.
And
but anyway, it still works.
Brady Bunch Villain has used ListEasier so much that he upgraded to the next level because he is using it so much.
And we have to go back and do all of the stuff we did before AI in our media store too. So
yeah,
we've got
I want to
another
do what James
2,000 items just to redo, and then 5,000, and then 10,000 items to list. So it's like 20,000 items.
James was joking.
So yeah, every second that's saved is a second.
James is joking, saying, I want to be smart, so I guess I should stop using AI.
I know.
And he says, and I love how people who don't use it are experts.
I know. And I really, I like it when people are nice and kind and sweet and blah, blah, blah. So I don't want to, and then in no way, and I most certainly don't want to cause anybody any anxiety. I can't imagine she would look at me.
I just want her to try ListEasier.
Yeah. I would rather you just have the right
input.
information and continue your coaching, coach people to be awesome resellers, and then coach them to use AI unless you're developing your own, which is like everybody's got ulterior motives, and that's a little bit concerning to me.
Is she AI?
Is she possibly AI herself?
She's just not updated yet.
It's possible. I think she is mono, nowhere near AI. I don't know what mono is. That's a disease.
Lag was like, the video Primo's reacting to is AI.
Yes, she's got Logi down here. So she's editing with AI. Somebody made that one of her comments, and she's like, yeah, I use AI a lot. But the listing tool is my goodness, it's the greatest thing that's ever happened since sliced bread. For true. Never take advice from failed resellers who need to make money on YouTube to survive. I don't know if that's her case, and I don't, you know.
I
I'm
mean,
not gonna
she
say that.
seems,
I don't
pretty
know
knowledgeable,
what happens
or
when you
comes across as
become
knowledgeable.
when your personality allows you to become a
Influencer.
influencer that people will pay for on this kind of
Mm.
a coaching level. They're calling it coaching, and I think that's fine. But if you make more money coaching than you do reselling, I I think you lose your ability to truly coach. But can you just learn all that information and then become a professor of reselling and not? I don't think so, because I think reselling changes like on the daily, but you got to be up to date utilizing reselling, utilizing all the tools to know what you're talking about. The second that you aren't changing, you'll just realize that you aren't good at reselling, because that stuff is changing daily.
Biff was saying that he uses ChatGPT just to see the values of items. It's not gospel, but why not use it to see?
Yeah, and I've written a couple of little things that go in there and go compare and contrast and things, and I still look at that, and then the last thing I do before I price something is I go to eBay, research sold listings for the last 6 months. That's pretty much, if I see that nothing is sold, I'm using that as my last final decider of how much to charge something, how much it's recently sold for.
Corky Picker Chad was saying I list photos to Chat GPT and ask it to write me eBay titles and descriptions all the time, and it's 99% accurate.
It is. It really is. So for people to say that it's inaccurate by a 1%.
Quirky, are you using it for clothing, or I can't remember what you sell? Sorry.
And Biff is saying, I don't even double check. I just let it rip. I just want some SEO. The details don't mean much. There's no nuance to what I sell. And once we start with the books, the reason why I'm rechecking is pretty much because I got to go highlight the title to go search for a price. And when AI is going to give out prices, that's the first point where you're going to see some sort of price similarities, listing similarities and prices, is when AI starts really giving out prices that are supposed to be accurate. I feel like that's really going to mess with, it may theoretically mess a lot with prices. So I got to get in there early. So again, right now is before all these things have come to converge and whatever, and people start believing it. We're still in the early adopter stage. Take advantage of that.
And how she was saying, if everyone's using AI, all the descriptions and titles are going to be the same. Haven't you guys used AI? If you run the same command through it twice, it gives you still accurate. I'm not talking about ListEasier. I'm just talking about ChatGPT. It will give you an accurate answer, but reworded, some different reference points. Yeah. And I'm like, that's so crazy. Even on Photo Room, the app that we use for editing, I don't use the AI features, but I'm in one of the groups and I'm constantly seeing people say, why is it that every time I wanted to just tweak something, it's giving me a totally different background? Yeah. And it's like, because that's AI. It's like a snowflake. You're never going to get an identical
Not exactly
one.
the same, but you can easily put in there, you can easily put in a prompt if you're using prompts. I mean, you can just program yourself and say, make sure you're not giving me the same stupid title. Right. I mean, it's that simple.
So
come on.
I don't think right now that's a totally legitimate concern.
It's not. And she's saying it's for the future too, which is like, again, she seems to be not giving her audience the real advice. You have a bubble here. Go to it. Go to it. She is literally, this video saying it could ruin your store. But, and that's not what it's going to do. You're going to make sale. We're doing it right now. My face, red face.
But you're saying that she's trying to save her coaching business.
I'm not saying that. You're saying that.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
You said that. Not me.
No.
Don't sue me. Allegedly,
because I don't understand how that would. Anyhow, I think even if
let's not attack coaching. Okay, that's not what this is about.
Even if she encouraged people to use AI, I think she would still be successful at doing her coaching.
There's two reasons to coach. If you're a beginner and you need to learn the ropes, and if you enjoy hand holding and a tiny bit more development. But most people
Yeah,
in
that
general,
would still be a need for those people,
absolutely,
even if they were using
most
AI.
people who develop beyond coaching and then they quit because they got everything they could. If you're really on the track to be a super smart reseller, which we are, and that's why this. So it's really not an attack again. It's just I'm just refuting her argument and saying that she's totally wrong in this particular little case. That I think she should be actually telling people, be smart with AI. I'm going to show you how to be the best reseller through my coaching that you can be, and then go out and use AI and be the first and be winners, because it's gonna come a point. Josh just throws out numbers. I've heard 3 years. I don't think so. I think 1 year tops we have to get ahead of this thing,
And
and then everyone's going to be using it.
what would be great is for those people that are worried about too many words in a description, is if ListEasier at some point did give you the option to have like a bullet point one compared to the
Look at
the really long descriptions that it creates.
that. Mhm.
Oh, so James is saying that AI for clothing has actually took my clothing to the next level because it knows terms I do not know, collar types, etc.
Now,
I
James-
did see he was saying something about a shawl. He was
James
saying-
doesn't. I mean, James is just putting up stuff. I mean, he's not like. I mean, he's just like he jokes about his dirty hats. But he does. He just puts up a dirty hat. It's not like it doesn't need all the SEO and granny core and front core, whatever. It doesn't need those things. But because it's technically knows more about the stuff than him, it's actually elevating his stuff. And that's another very good point. And I would say I would actually juxtapose that. I would ask her, I would want her. I got to ask Josh. Josh, has she used your software? I bet have you talked to her
Can you
about
hear
it?
my stomach?
Yeah. It was like thunder.
A toilet flushing.
It was like a thunderous toilet. But especially for people who are beginning, or no, I guess that's what she's saying. She's like, if you're beginning, you should really know your stuff. James is a longtime reseller, knows his stuff, but doesn't know granularly about clothing and doesn't want to be a clothing reseller. So then it fills in the blanks for him and actually elevates it. That's a perfect storm thing, right?
And that's how I
Aloha
use it.
Corey, by the way. Sorry about that. I did not say hello to Grams and Pops Vintage. Welcome.
Grams and Pops.
He's doing something. He's opening thousands of stores and making plastic turtles or something.
Quirky
I
was
don't know.
saying no, it doesn't do clothing. It's vintage electronics. And I see Ryan was saying that he would like to get back into clothing. It's where he started 20 years ago, but sourcing in his area is really bad. And I wanted to get into clothing too, personally, like on Etsy. But I'm super nervous about clothing because there are so many returns, and I don't know why I'm letting that stop me.
Well, because what we would sell is vintage. I mean, that's the only way I know how to wrap my head around clothing. I can't go to the thrift store and get Lululemon. I just can't. I have to go to the thrift store and get Brooks Brothers. I have to go get Ralph Lauren from the 80s. I got to go get clothes from the 50s and 60s, dresses, Hawaiian. That's the only. I don't know what you're gonna do in that department, because that's up to you.
I mean, it would be cool to focus on just Hawaiian, but
vintage is where we sit, because vintage has a it's a little bit more difficult to know what you're dealing
well,
with.
it has more of a specific crowd looking for it.
You have to know your customer base for sure.
Right.
It's not everybody in vintage.
Right. Not everyone wants vintage. I mean, there's way more people that don't want vintage than want vintage.
I can't when you say vintage, I'm probably not talking about t-shirts. I'm talking more about dresses and clothing.
Like
cardigan sweaters.
Yeah, like she does.
Plaid golf
She
pants.
does seem very nice.
Yeah,
she's
she's
intelligent.
Gotta be nice and intelligent. And it's not the first time I've watched her. I'm just like, triggered, I guess, a little bit, because it's just a wrong title. It's just a wrong premise.
Well, she did say yet.
And she did said, this is simply my opinion. So, by the way, none of this matters because she said that at the very beginning of her thing. people just asked me to do a video on this, and this is my opinion. So
Yeah.
that's a very good way to put
I
it.
mean, and this is your opinion.
No, this is facts. Nobody could argue with me.
Dan Decor, he's already gone by. He was saying, I love these creators. Keep creating and keep other sellers behind, away from the AI.
I hope that's not what it's doing.
We jump ahead.
But maybe she's doing our work for her, and we should not be talking about her and just let her suppress the masses. But Grams and Pops Vintage says, sounds like she's saying electricity will burn your house down if you don't understand butter knives that don't belong in sockets. Kind of, yeah, right. It just seems like the argument's not fully fleshed out.
Wouldn't it be really crazy if she is not even aware of some of the like ListEasier, and she is only aware of Chat
That would be
GPT
amazing.
or Grok?
So
and-
maybe that's why we're doing this video. So maybe she'll see it and be like, oh, maybe I should try out what I'm saying doesn't work. But, I assume she probably has. Or maybe she's only tried out the bogus ones that are bogus.
And Mike was saying it's simple, just list good stuff and a lot of it. And the hardest part is getting it at a good price.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the price of what you sell it for on eBay now is there's not a big spread. So you gotta know what you're getting, get the highest quality examples of that, and then sell it. I mean, I've been here for 26 years and everything sells for less than it used to. And then every once in a while, I'm super surprised that stuff has just shot through the roof. But for the most part, everything I think is like going to be super expensive is slightly less than it used to be. But
Yeah.
you know me.
6x6 acknowledgement.
You are acknowledged.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all agreed you need to list good stuff and a lot of it. Yep.
Brenda Smith says, Grams and Pops Vintage, you know we've all tried that at some young, foolish point.
I
you
I've
gotta.
never stuck a knife in a
Yes,
socket.
you did. You just told me the other day.
What?
You electrocuted yourself when you were a
Not by
kid.
sticking a knife
What'd you
in
do?
a socket, by not paying attention and sticking a plug in and getting my finger in the
In the other
way.
side?
No,
You
just
stuck
like,
one of the fins from the plug into one side and your finger in the other side?
just can you shut your pie
No,
hole?
look at this face. This is a consternation.
Not watching
Have-
and having my finger on one of the things while it's being plugged in.
I don't know how you do that. They've designed plugs to
Fingers
avoid
are
that.
tinier. My fingers are tinier
very
than
tiny
yours.
fingers. Show them your bent one from the car.
I have two bent pinkies.
They both
from
got in car
being-
doors multiple times. You know what's super weird is my mom also
It's like
has that.
points. I could go over there and I'm bending over there.
Sometimes,
See, but I'm really pointing there instead of there.
is this a girl thing? I don't know any guys that got their pinkies caught in car doors, and yet you and my mom both got yours.
Well, guys' pinkies are more durable.
I guess so. You know, tiny little demure pinkies.
Decor, I list crap, lots of crap, cheap crap, stuff people say would never sell.
Guess what? It still sells. And the faster you can get the crap up, the more time you save, the more money you make because you worked less. And so you condense.
AI could have saved us a bad hair day.
Zzz. Oops. We need to be capable. Well, I'm screwed.
Lag.
Everything has a price. Dendicor, true story. Does these stuff, and you'll see quickly. She's asking the right questions. She just assuming the
Yeah.
answers. That's
Yep.
right.
Absolutely.
And so again, please, everybody, I like her. I'm not mad like I am at
And
the
it's
mean
based
guy.
on her experience with Chat GPT.
And I think that
I think she would have a different
wrong.
experience if she tried ListEasier.
That's right. I've say picture. I've put up over 100 listings using ListEasier ever since she's been on my screen.
Yeah, see,
Seriously.
That's amazing.
I mean, and you know, Upstate Picker, she's wrong about the time thing. So, yeah, there's just a lot of assumption in there. Selling clothing seems to be too much of a pain in the ass, not to mention the return rate of the category. That is good.
I gather eBay has
that is true.
allows way more returns in that category than they do in others.
They
right?
have to because
that scares me.
online clothes buying is about buying more stuff than you need and sending stuff back. I never thought that was a good way to do it, but I also thought for the buyer, that's incredibly cool. Because for a second there, we had there was something on Amazon where you you had your closet, and then you could
like you
buy like
put-
6 things, and they would send you 6 things,
and then you sent back what like
you didn't want.
right, like you got a pair of
Shoes.
sneakers once, and you got like 3 different sizes, kept the pair that fit best, and then sent the other ones
And
back.
they got rid of that program because it
They
probably
did.
cost a
I
lot
bet.
to the
well,
sellers.
and who knows? People are so disrespectful. They would probably keep them and send back their old ones. People are so shady sometimes.
Filling out the drop downs. I know. I know. I mean, I felt all the same things, and I'm just like, okay. I literally used the listing description as a disclaimer to save my ass if they have a problem. Derek says, I have that move.
And that just reminded me, Ryan. Remember Josh said a week ago that with ListEasier now, you can use just a AI generated description. You could use your own description, or you can use a combo of your description and AI generated. So
True
that
story.
is a huge improvement feature.
You should, if you're, because you know the owner of one of the
like,
companies.
get on this now.
This is your time. Anybody in the sound of my voice, just take there's not much to lose. $14, $0 if you only want to do 10, but I don't think you can get your hands dirty with 10.
Yeah, I think it takes more than 10 to get a good feeling, a rhythm, and
then, but with 14, you're going to realize almost every point she has in this video is inaccurate, and I think assumed is the best.
what was that?
I don't know. Don't care. I have a question. Beer? No, wait. I have a question. What is it? Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Which one's better? Thank you. Spending Sense says, I got here and started trying to figure out why I couldn't maximize. Oh, right. We already read that, but that is hilarious. Biff says, the girl just wants some views, which is fine. Views? And she's got 4,000 views on this video. I mean, she's well ahead of us in that department. And then she appeals to people who she appeals to. And I want to appeal to people who like who are super smart resellers. We're just opposites somehow. Keywords, anyone I coach. Axe monkey spam. I'm gonna buy you a heavy duty pillow. But don't smother anybody with it. I know Beard was surprised that Monday wasn't my last day on earth. She's too nice to completely murder me. She'll just give me she'll just slowly feed me some poison so that I stroke out and then live miserably. I think she's a little more lecherous than you understand. If she's gonna smother me, she's gonna half smother me, so I'm all not.
That
healthy.
would be torture to me. Then I would have to deal.
No, then you would. Oh yeah, you would be like. Remember Cameron Diaz at the end of that movie where, back when we used to be politically incorrect and there's.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She was trying to be rich and awesome, but she ended up. Her husband was in a wheelchair and she had to care for him, and it was miserable. But it was a funny movie, but that doesn't sound that funny. So
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would care for you, but I would not be the one that causes you needing me to care for you.
We know that you pushed me down the stairs already once.
Oh,
so.
give me a break. More like you did not look where you were going.
I pushed myself down the stairs.
You stepped on a pile that was
on a banana
on
peel
the stairs,
that was perfectly placed
and you
on
went,
the.
Pew!
I understand. I flew. Is what happened. But AI isn't about knowledge. It's about speedier upier.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We assume that you have the knowledge, or at least in James' cases, you just need most of the knowledge to get the stuff, and then AI can help you exploit it. Just made that up.
I believe she simply messed up with her assessment of AI, or did she? This world is
Isn't it?
missing.
Isn't it? Yes. So there, I'm like, gee. I'm like, did she do this on purpose? She seems totally just unwittingly saying this, and we know it's not true. Or is she trying to guard her group? I just don't know. I I got to get a group so then I can see how I behave. But ultimately, I think I would try to protect the $30 a month people over giving you accurate information. I just guess. I would
James
do
was
that.
saying that ListEasier taught him what a shawl collar is.
That's what is a shawl collar? Do we know?
Is it a boat neck?
It's a
is it-
shawl, like a big one. Is it lady
Boat
big collar?
necks are sort of like not necessarily like scoop, but they go along like the collarbone. They're open like that wide, maybe. Boat
Yeah.
neck.
Yeah, I think I
wonder if
like them.
that's
6x6, because then you are a smarter and better picker, and all the stuff you have should have great STR with it. Ah, that's right. I want to know why ListEasier includes prepositions in the titles. Are these confirmed as unnecessary? Have a lot of questions. Can you believe ListEasier may put a preposition like over the rainbow when they could just mention the rainbow? I mean, come on. ListEasier uses ChatGPT. ListEasier does technically use ChatGPT, but just not its only source. AI is a monkey with an accordion. How dare you? Axe monkey. No offense. Grams and Pops vintage. I get it. It's hard to hear that AI obsoleted your business. It'll never work. Sorry. What's Eeyore sound like? It'll never work.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
Don't
think of,
get out there
hope
and
you
figure
find
it
your
all out
dad.
yourself. Nope. AI bad yet. Just wait till I get all my stuff out, and then I will remove the yet. Then you should never use it, according to her title.
I think she just jumped the gun and hasn't tried out an actual
I think
lister.
that clothing reseller Robo didn't like it, and she barely tried it out. People have tried it, and I don't think they're giving it. I don't think they're doing it right. I don't think they're giving it their all. Maybe they're not advanced resellers as they think they are, and so it doesn't work for them. Maybe, and what I think usually what it is that they're just so into their own way of doing
interesting.
things rather than being open to what the programs are trying to do. And in the case of ListEasier, it's the only one I can technically totally speak for. It is trying to match the buy side AI, which is what you want, which is the future.
Axe was saying that she would like to know why ListEasier uses characters and titles that you can't type, like the O with 2 dots over the top, or like in Beyonce with the
Well, so I
the
think
E?
that you might. I think in some cases that you might be dealing with AI just in general, because I have had some things like Borja Mogensen, this Danish designer, but technically, if you type in, from my experience, if you type in Borge is how you spell it, or B with the O with the 2 dots over it, RGE. Doesn't matter. It'll
So
bring
if
it
you
up.
don't- if-
It will bring it up. Are you listening?
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi-ya!
You're not even listening.
You
didn't even listen. You're
I
ready to talk without
was-
listening. You like Kaylee Lane.
I was asking right as you were saying it.
Well, you should listen, because I'll answer all your questions before you even talk. You don't even need to talk.
Mike
I
G,
already
is
know.
AI really our helper?
Or is it hurting us?
Okay, I got.
She literally says in here that it could bring down your store. That this is why resellersedgeuniversity.com. Okay, I gotta go look and see how much she charges now. I didn't do pre-show. Turn thrifting. So again, I think clothing resellers are technically thrifters. That is a term that I would like to utilize when speaking of clothing resellers, as thrifters. It is something that you most usually get at a thrift store. We don't go to a thrift store at all, ever. All of our stuff comes from more marketplace or some other not thrift stores. So I don't know what you call us, but just general resellers. But thrifting is its own animal, because you have a lot of inventory in a lot of different places that is always at your disposal. We don't have that. We can't go. We have other ways to do it. But anyway, you need a clean blah blah blah. She's talking. Join REU. Okay, REU Lite is $15 a month, and you get dozens of hours of pre-recorded course modules, monthly 1 hour live Zoom call, Q&A. Pretty typical. But REU Pro is $50 a month, and you get daily live coaching calls. Now, when
Wow, that's a lot.
I don't like any of this, but I'm just gonna say, if you can, is it the worst thing in the world
Bolo
if you're on
items.
reseller island that you don't want to talk to me? You don't need to. You don't want to come on eBay and talk to Big Dumb Head. You want to talk to like-minded individuals. $50 a month seems a little expensive, but you get daily access to these individuals. I would try to figure out a way to do it
to 500
offline.
plus members in the Facebook community, a Bolo list with over 750 items, 24/7 live Zoom room access, all current and future course content, exclusive discounts and giveaways.
I mean, it just makes me uncomfortable. But that's me. Let's not talk about me anymore. I won't
Yeah.
talk about me.
Whatever.
I don't like to talk about me.
I'm sure some people find a lot of benefit in what they
Cha-ching.
learned from her.
Yeah, I just can't imagine it lasts long. Like, okay, I looked through everything. It
Well,
took me a
right, that-
day, and I just went through everything because that's how I am.
And that's why she has a month, because she knows that not everyone needs her more than a month or two.
6x6 says she is offering a false equivalency with continuing to say that ChatGPT, as if
Yeah.
you're using AI, only means it creates fluff description, when good AI will be doing far
Yeah.
more than just that.
Yeah, that's just it. That's why I'm like, does she even know that there's like this awesome listing program out there?
Is this video intentional, or is it just matter of fact? I don't know. I'm just dubious about everything.
Mayo ching.
James says, I want to make money off of my ignorance. I'm starting a channel about nuclear fusion. Don't move to St. Louis anytime soon. Just wait a little while and see if anything happens from James's first day, and then we'll move there.
Railroad's here.
Grams and Pops says, James Helfer say, I know nothing about the topic. I'd like to heavily contribute.
Rose here. Thanks, Rose, for commenting. And again, Doug and Ro, they are clothing. And she is saying,
high five for everybody.
it definitely saves time.
Yes.
As a clothing reseller, ListEasier 100% saves me time. I don't question that at all.
Okay.
Thank
so
you, Ro.
even with maybe the additional keyword stuffing, something I heard that maybe you gotta the granny core. So like if you're resell, like maybe you've got to add a couple of your. So again,
Right. Would
you
it
got to
even
be
pick
up to
on-
date.
Would it pick up on preppy? Would it pick up on punk or
I don't know.
You know.
And maybe that's exactly what AI still needs to work on when listing clothing, and why other people are saying it's not there yet, because you need to know prices and you need to know maybe a couple of your keywords. Now, you should have that information and know that. That's knowledge that you need. So the tool is not going to do everything for you, but it most certainly, as Ro has said, and it is finalized, and there is no disputing that it 100% saves time. And that's factual.
Media picker is Brandon. Thanks for being here, Brandon.
Media picker is Brandon. Aloha. Welcome.
I just added you to my list, so I
Of
know
people.
so we know your
No.
name.
We're coming to you. We're gonna find you, and then we're gonna put on our tiny big.
Grams and Pops was saying nuclear fusion is an energy drink, right? Just
Yeah.
want to get my ducks in a row.
It's that one from Hot Tub Time Machine.
Mike was saying you forgot to mention that most resellers have beards and big bellies.
And a hat
Yes.
and a lady kicking around somewhere. It's usually those are the things. That's all you need. You need a belly, you need a beard, and you need Battlestar Galactica.
Rose, she's like, I'm over here working and just listening. I had to stop, walk over to the chat to defend ListEasier.
Yes, it's and that's
Thank
that's
you.
a full-time clothing reseller. So it
That
does
has-
work for clothing.
That has used a virtual assistant, which was very helpful to them. And then when ListEasier came out, they were like, well, we'll give it a shot, because Josh was saying how virtual assistants were actually buying subscriptions to
yeah, let's do
to
it.
then list
Smart move by
their
them.
clients.
Uh,
Rick from Alabama is the agent that met with.
Oh, you're still back at the call. We're
Oh.
still back at the call.
Axe is saying, how about a members only after the call?
I don't think so. I already have to pee really bad right now. See, I'm wiggling.
After the call tomorrow?
No. 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 I have to pee too bad right now. I can't think.
Go
straight.
pee.
I'm going. I'm doing it live.
Right. I think she's asking. So you do your PPP tomorrow, then you take your
Stop talking about PP. I gotta go.
your call with eBay agent, and then after your call, do a members live, maybe? No. Yeah, that would just, I guess, be too many hours. Big Dry is saying, I've been using dynamic, no cap for a few years now, and sales were good for not listing since April. But Josh said I may be benefiting from last year's efforts. I don't mind testing zero promoted. Yeah. So I think he mentioned it in the beginning that we had been doing a 20% off sale in our store and a 9% promoted listing. And we stopped that and changed it to a 10% off sale in our store and a 5% promoted listing only on our books. So the P&L is only on our books. We're not doing anything else. Where previously we're doing the whole store at 9% PL. And we had a 0 day yesterday. So who knows? No idea if that caused it or not. Rose looking forward to James's nuclear fusion videos. Jeanette!
We just proved that we have no idea what we're doing because we just mess with
Jeanette R, how do you redo old listings? Do you have to retake photos? My photos are only stored so
I'm playing a lot of different noises. Okay, Jeanette, welcome.
Welcome! If you're still here, I know we're really behind. But so if your listing is still active, I know you can click and right click and save your photo, correct? If your listing is active. I don't know. Do you know anything about InkFrog and how?
No, if they're on InkFrog, you should be able to port them right over. Because InkFrog is one of the few places, like TreeCat, that you can actually store stuff. Well, it's not. Most of the cross listers you can store stuff on there, but InkFrog, if you're still paying for it, it should be available for you to list directly from InkFrog to eBay. Am I wrong? What?
Well, she's talking about redoing her old listings.
So, yeah, your pictures are on InkFrog. I see what you're saying. So, if you, I don't know, can you download the pictures from InkFrog onto your computer? Because if you can do that, then I would run them through ListEasier and redo
we
them
don't
with
technically
SEO.
know.
I have never tried that, but InkFrog is a backup of your listings.
So, and he's talking about redoing our old listings and running them through ListEasier. Now that James did this with his stuff, he did have to retake all new photos, which I'm like,
you don't have to, but it just makes it easier. So you go and you have all these things that you want to redo, so they're live on eBay. So then if you end them, you can't download the pictures anymore through right click. If they're live on eBay, you can go up to those listings and right click and say save picture. Mm-hmm. So this is it's not the best way to do it, because it'd be ideal if you just had a folder with all your old pictures in it and you could just, that'd be best. But if you don't have that, then I would just go up to your live items and right click save as, put those into a folder. Then take that folder, run that through ListEasier, and you'll come out with brand new SEO upgraded, awesome titled listings.
Or if you're not using ListEasier, which you should, if you have.
You're not going to save time, but you're going to still get a better product if you go through ChatGPT too.
Yeah. So essentially, go to your active listing and right click, saved each photo into a folder on your computer.
But if you're saying old listings that haven't been on eBay lately, that you let expire, now they're just sitting over there on InkFrog, I don't technically know if you can just download all those pictures to your, how you can deal with that. I know you can upload them to eBay from there, But then would you have to fill out the ad and would you have to fill out the listing? And
So Big Dre was saying, started this month since sales have crashed and see if there is a difference. I'll join the rebellion in the name of science.
And then
It would be great
also double check those
hear.
prices because prices are just a changing real quick all the time.
Biff is not redoing his earlier items. He's just hoping that the new listings offer a gateway to my store.
And they do.
And that's what we're going with too.
Yeah, they do to a certain extent. Yeah.
Yeah.
We always get a couple of old things that have been around for a long time selling with the new stuff. Being a reselling coach feels about as greasy as it can get. Yeah, I mean, I honestly I know coaches and yeah. It's a racket is what it is. It's a racket to make money off of. It's no different than any other racket. Is it a more honest day work to go buy something at a thrift store and sell it on eBay? Probably.
Spam, do you guys have a video covering how you take photos of books? My photos are complete garbage. No. I mean,
We don't do anything useful.
No.
But we're supposed to.
I use
Edited videos.
a
We're supposed to
little
do those.
like kebab skewer.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
to hold the pages open. So
Is
that
this
my
bumper coming
so
off?
that my finger like isn't in the photos, and I take them overhead. So like I have my left hand with the kebab skewer.
She looks like a
holding the
Twister
page,
game. when
My
she's
right
doing it.
hand with my phone, and I go overhead and click.
Left arm to right red.
I zoom in on copyright information. So that requires me to like.
She makes it look good.
Yeah,
She makes
but
crappy
nothing
books look good.
special at all.
I sell my AI items for super cheap. Then all items have previously had too much friction to list because they aren't that valuable. Now that is automated. I don't care if it's a race to the bottom because you're going to win it. And not only you're going to get it early. Although with some of your stuff that just kind of like has a long tail item, or long tail items, but in general, you'll still sell stuff before people that aren't using AI. That's what's amazing.
Axe Monkey was saying, I ended a 90 listing, had Gemini optimize it, and sold the next day. Was that a listing bump or AI optimization win? Hard to say, but I had 2 copies and both were sold.
I mean, I can talk for ourselves. Before AI, nothing was filled out as completely as AI. No item specifics. I thought we did a good job. We filled out the little blue bubble. You know, all of our listings, I wrote the same way. I would say, here is an Apple II GS computer with all the stuff in it. Please ask all questions before purchase. Thanks for looking. So all of our stuff kind of looked the same, which is to say that description, which was written entirely by me, did not have half of the
We never said anything about the book in the description.
No.
It was just from the estate of Frank Manchel, professor.
Oh, for the books, that's all it would say. It would say nothing about what was in the book.
Nothing about the books. Now,
So
AI does that.
Says what's in the book.
It saves us so much time, and now they're selling more.
And they sell more. And we're rich. Did you see the one where we're in the
So I was thinking maybe after dinner we could.
Hold on, another sale.
See all the
That's
sales
the
we're
third
getting?
one in 5 minutes.
It's not a cha-ching sound.
I just want to finish the sentence before it dings again.
See, this is real. so-
ListEasier has been a lifesaver, but when do we get our ShipEasier robot?
Yeah.
It's pretty
Robots
perfect,
are
huh?
coming. I
Sunset,
drew about
sand, and a
40
drink bigger than my head.
And orders coming in every minute. I'm trying to list
That's a good problem. Means ListEasier is pulling its weight.
Yeah, but it keeps yelling at me like a slot
You
machine.
could turn the sound off.
Then I might miss
Or
something.
you can miss the sunset with me.
Fair point.
Yeah,
ListEasier.
Bridget.
I'm Primo
Where's
Kimo,
the lady come
mid-century
from?
millionaire.
She was stuck to me.
Welcome to List Fast, Pick Hard.
You're bored with this? You got to get to the one where we're in the hot tub with the gold.
Primo Kimo, mid-century millionaire.
And
I'm Spam Banshee.
Yeah. Oh, it's a tiny
Welcome to
one.
List Fast, Pick Hard.
I'm just laughing. The name like.
You sure you
here's
need another
the-
pinball machine,
see,
big guy?
That's our
No.
gold
Dessert?
hot tub.
Absolutely.
Try not to sink the rolls on your way to the hot tub.
Race you.
Clear it off.
Look at your knee.
Aloha,
And we
I'm
have
Primo
one knee.
Kimo, mid-century millionaire.
And I'm
And
Spam
I think I
Banshee.
should have
Welcome
that
to
look
List
like
Fast,
that,
Pick
though.
Hard.
Yeah, seriously.
You checked the mailbox today? Another load of bids?
Yeah, and don't think you're getting all the juicy ones, mister.
Wouldn't dream of it. You're the queen of the quick flip.
And don't you forget it.
Aloha, I'm Primo, Kimo, mid-century millionaire.
And I'm Spam Banshee. Welcome to List Fast Pick
You
Hard.
like her
Aloha.
voice?
No, his.
Well, we can do so on Sora, when you do those, it's very difficult to get the same thing twice, but you can, they have a remix feature where it almost does the same thing and you just make some changes. Pretty cool. What was the point of showing you that again? I don't know.
But I want to, because we're really behind, but I just want to acknowledge Paul Rose. It's his birthday Friday.
Happy birthday, Paul!
I'm eating dinner right now, but I'm all out of... Oh, Paul, I'm all out of virgins now. Oh,
you ate all the virgins. Oh, dear.
I sucked all of their blood.
That's always a problem. Ro says, don't be afraid to sell clothing. We don't get many returns. And if and when you do, you just relist it and sells again. Your vintage clothing will do so well. I totally believe that. If I don't think that you'll ever really get into like going to the, well, we don't even have bins, so we're not going to do bins, but going to Goodwill, because the last times you've gone there, you barely find anything even that you would like. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a totally different racket game.
There's somebody in here that is new that I've never noticed before.
Who?
And if anyone is here with some guidance,
Scratch off
regarding-
wins.
Yeah, hey.
What?
So Scratch Off Wins is saying, when listing vintage shirts, do you guys keep the ListEasier title or edit it? It always starts with vintage Hanes or vintage Oneida, but I feel like it should start with what's on the shirt, like vintage Grateful Dead instead of the tag. I agree.
Well, here's
Unless
what I would
it's a
say.
name brand.
We do not know.
We don't know.
Because we do not list clothing. But
if I were listing it manually, I would say vintage Grateful Dead t-shirt and maybe say Hanes.
Now, is this one of the things that people are saying that it's not giving you exactly what you want? What I would do first and foremost is I would list it the way ListEasier, because I would want you to see what the AI is truly offering. And you can't do that unless you let it fly.
Mm-hmm.
So the true nature of the software is to hit buy-side AI, meaning match up what buy-side wants to see. So if I personally and you personally wouldn't think that vintage Oneida or Oneida's like cutlery.
No, it is TA.
Is it? Well, that you don't necessarily want to. Vintage seems okay. The second thing I would say is maybe what's on the shirt, Grateful Dead. Right?
Yes, that's what
I don't know
asking.
though. So is that I don't know. What's going to make the sale? And that's the question. And to get there, you're going to have to let some stuff ride and see.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I ask myself, what would I want to see? I would want to see what the shirt's made out of. I would want to see first vintage, then Grateful Dead, and then say like cotton Hanes shirt or size large or something.
And the second piece of super smart seller
open flipping goods.
Super smart seller the words that come out of my face is that you are the boss. So you don't have to leave it that way. And if all you're doing is moving Grateful Dead, if you're highlighting Grateful Dead and moving it over 2 words, you're still saving all the time and you're still the boss. So what I would suggest not doing is if you want parentheses around the year, or if you want, if things laid out in a certain way that is just for you,
so
I wouldn't do that. But if you know in your reseller mind that you need to see vintage Grateful Dead as opposed to vintage Hanes, do that.
Well, so when Ryan,
because you're the boss, like Burger King.
When Ryan had his consultation with the eBay agent, they told him to remember this term bit, and that's how to do your title. And it's brand, item, and type. I believe that's what it was. Brand, item, and type.
So is the type vintage or is the type t-shirt?
Yeah, I wonder. I'm trying to find
And does it matter if long as the
brand.
first three?
Yeah, it is brand item type. It says they told him relist the old listings, focusing on the titles bit, which is brand item type in that order.
Okay.
And then look at free returns and free shipping.
So hold on a second, everybody. What does it say? Vintage Oneida brand first.
And then type is Grateful Dead.
That's what it seems like to me.
Yeah.
So if eBay is looking for this specific thing, even if you don't like it, I don't want to tell you what to do.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying that eBay
technically,
AI listing ListEasier is optimizing for buy side, how people have purchased stuff before. That's what it's doing.
But I also think not everyone knows the brand of a Grateful Dead shirt, so they would just type in vintage Grateful Dead shirt. But if I had a liquid blue Grateful Dead shirt, I would say vintage liquid blue Grateful Dead.
Hey, look, I'm not all I'm it's if you're following the bit method, which is across all categories in eBay, it's not going to fit perfectly for every single one. So clothing seems to come up a little bit weird in that, do you really want the brand of the blank t-shirt that was Hanes or Oneida? That's just referring to the like a beefy tee. Like liquid blue was printed on Hanes beefy tees. Right?
They cut out tags. They didn't leave in a manufacturer tag. When I was in the t-shirt business, they were all
liquid blue
hand sewn liquid blue tags.
Well, anyway, they're Hanes beefy
And
tees.
Record Crate was back. Of course,
you.
this was a while ago. Back from PT. Boy, it's great to be out of the bed. And then Lag was asking, Record Crate, are you okay? What happened? He had surgery, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like one that is hurty. I got my finger caught in a car door. It hurt so bad.
Yes.
So that proves that Lag is a lady.
I'm
Thank you.
right. I think it was before I was 5, and I slammed my finger in a pickup truck door, got my finger caught between in the cab, and got it caught between the seat and the back, and it was like pinched in there. And then one time I had peanut butter on my fingers, and I was closing a big heavy front door and slipping. Ouch.
She still has peanut butter on her fingers all the time. That's crazy. My return weight on clothing is only 1.32%. My media is 59. So that should.
James, do you put, if you're still here?
James is always here.
Measurements?
James is always here.
Because I do, like some people don't bother putting measurements. They'll just, say it's a size large. Some people put measurements.
Axe Monkey says, why not Poshmark for clothing spam?
Oh.
I've never had a return. They encourage reposhing.
Yeah, actually.
Mostly because we're
what
just
about for vintage though.
We're scared of it. We signed up
Yeah.
and then we used it and then it was like intimidating. Maybe
I feel Poshmark is more for like the modern brands. I don't know.
We're
But
like
I know
hardcore
nothing. I
eBayers.
know nothing about it.
And I think Poshmark would be great for current clothing, like modern clothing, and that for the vintage clothing, like vintage Hawaiian stuff, that eBay might be better. Maybe Etsy would be better. Either way, we willing. I would just be helping her.
I have thought about Posh. Absolutely. Yes, Axe Monkey. Thank you for bringing that up.
Biff is saying Ellie does media best because media tiles are so simple and there's no confusion. It's a title of the thing, the author or the artist, and the year.
Mike
everything
G
else is
said
extra.
that he has a 6% return rate on his clothing. That's pretty high, right?
Yeah, well, they can all go to heck.
And I wonder what the eBay threshold is for start dinging the seller.
I don't know. I mean, you could
Most
look and
returns
see.
are not the fit.
I bet that
I'll bet
that
most
he's
returns
high.
are do not fit.
I'll bet that he's high. But do not fit will not be a ding.
Oh, good. Okay. Okay. Well, that's
It won't be
good
item
then.
not as described.
Right. But I feel that sneaky people that are familiar with eBay will say INAD just to.
Grams and Pops Vintage is for sale. If she pays me, I'll advocate against AI listing. I'm going to keep using Ellie in secret, though. Exactly. And that, I mean,
Been flipping goods.
I feel an obligation to people that watch us to say that you have an opportunity now, regardless of what anybody says about anything. You will listen to me. You will comply. And right now is the time to make use of this tool. Thank you.
And hey, I'm ListEasier. I'm as cute as can be. What could go wrong? Thank you. Have a great day.
Been flipping goods. Aloha. Hello, everyone. Just listing and listening. Thanks for being here.
Aloha, welcome, and thank you.
And Biff is like, it's good that people don't like the AI.
But I would prefer everybody to be super smart resellers.
So here, another cha-ching.
Access to a BOLO list of over 750 items. I have 1,000 and I know. But everybody needs some people are good teachers. I think Todd was a good teacher. Silver hair Todd. Am I right? Cha-ching. And I turn on that. I turn on the eBay, the YouTube early. You know how it says like people are waiting for our show sometimes? And I assume it's like me that I want to just open up a window and just leave it over there and then forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden I hear this I
know.
And it's Todd starting up the show.
It's so cute.
And I know it's from his band camp days, from his band teaching. I don't know what the song is that he's actually doing, but he's doing it with woodwind instruments.
I just want to say in regards to Kaylee,
yes,
right, that she does.
You might make it
she
right.
does seem nice.
Yeah, I've watched her before. She's fine.
And likable, nice. I think her approach seems professional.
Belly, beard, Battlestar Galactica.
I'm sure
Exactly.
people do find benefit in her courses. The new people starting out, absolutely.
No, dude, I want people to have this. It's no fun to just be like starting out all on your own. There's a lot of different people to watch to start with, and then ultimately you glean as much as you can from there and stop paying them and start watching us for free. Am I right? The listers of the night. What beautiful sales they made. Primo, turn off the mic for him and say, I made a mistake while... Oh, did you? I'm sorry. Turn off the mic or turn it down? Which one?
Was that when you were on the phone or I don't know?
Oh, I don't know either. Carla. Aloha. Carla Kopak. Aloha. Happy Wednesday. Speaking of Battlestar Galactica, I always fancied a life-size Cylon Raider. Yes, one that's like... I have a tiny one that is driving the Millennium Falcon because I like mixing it up. And he's with
Beard is here.
naked handless Barbie. She was in an accident. Who's sitting on Steve Austin's lap up there? Scratch off wins. Oh, did we already read that? Yo, we did. But yes, I think let's just talk about this for a second.
Yeah, but
according to eBay,
commented.
Oh shoot.
So Rose said, I'm starting to do in regards to clothing. Scratch off lister. Roro Major Win was saying, Oh shoot! Gas people are here.
Gas people are here. Gotta go.
Roro was saying, I'm starting to do what Primo suggested. I'm leaving the title the way ListEasier is putting it. Oh, sorry. Pokes! Sorry. Pokey has a lot to say. I add a tag marking it, and Vendu will show it to me in 30 to 60 days. I'm going to check it if they sold. And I've not sold. I'm going to change it the way I want to see it. It hurts my soul sometimes to just have it, but I'm trying it. Yes. Oh, no, Pokes, no. Oh. I see them in the ring camera. Sorry, we're so close to 3 anyhow. And Beard, nice to see you, Beard. James, get out of my media game. Okay. I don't know how to shut this off, so I would just you just deal with me right now. I know, get him, Pokey, get him. He's so. This is the only time that he ever like growls or barks. It's because he feels he needs to protect us from stranger dangers. Let's see here. Sorry for skipping over so much. Bless you for remembering spam. Thank you guys. Yes, of course. And yeah, Paul, I definitely want to see pictures of your fun time out. So do share. Let's see here. Paul was saying spam, I can beat your bent fingers. I have a broken finger on my left hand from rugby as a kid. So I do a permanent Vulcan salute. Live long and prosper. Oh my god, that's so great. I love it. Yeah, Butterfingers, eh? Why are you slippery customer you? Yeah, seriously, it was Butterfingers. I had peanut butter fingers. Jeanette. Just got here again. Thanks for your answer about redoing my listings. You're welcome. I hope that it's helpful. Get on pokes, battle poke. I know. Paul Rose. It was when you were draining the lizard, Primo. I once forgot I had earpods in, and they heard everything just like Leslie Nielsen in Naked Gun. Did you guys see that awful UPS plane crash? Heading, was it Louisville to Hawaii? How sad. I don't know why I just thought of that, but I did. That was just awful seeing the footage, and it's pretty clear that all the crew members are gone. It's just awful. Sorry, I'm just gonna like scroll up a little bit. Let's see here. Oh, so Ryan, if you're still here, Axe Monkey was saying, I use a book holder / stand I got from Amazon for $35. It works great for lots of stuff. No more fingers in the pictures. And the one thing with taking photos overhead is sometimes like a shadow will cast onto the book. So that can be annoying and difficult to get rid of. Trying to maneuver. Been Flipping Goods was saying ListEasier is good, but I like mine better. So I guess you developed your own, right? Your own program. Oh yes, you did. I see. You're saying I built a tool that saves me just as much time as doing it fully manual on the eBay side, almost as fast. I was building it back in March, didn't do the API route, and may never go public. Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, 6x6 formal request. I think I've decided I'd like my personalized soundbite to be a drop of the touch. Thank you. That is all. A drop of the touch. I don't even know what that is. But I'll write that down. The touch. Is that a song? I can't. Sorry, Pokey. He's like so squirmy, but I do not want him to like get out. That would be my worst nightmare. Okay, lots of emojis. Oh, right. So Paul. Now this is all like jammed up. Oh, here we go. Do 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 do. So Paul, going to see my girls, the Soap Girls, tomorrow, laden down with gift bags. That's going to be fun. Ooh, by foot and train. Many beers may be required after the drop off. I'll try and get you. Yeah, definitely get us some pics. And that sounds so sweet. Beard, the water buffalo are always getting in your way. Like all this AI talk, people going to realize the show is AI made by that lag gal.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Are you dead airing him?
Sort of.
I gotta go meet with the guy, so maybe we should just go.
Yeah, okay. So
I gotta go deal with the gas guy.
thank you everyone for being here.
We don't want him to do it wrong.
We appreciate you so much. You mean
Sassy,
so much to us.
the sassy gas man is
Happy
here.
birthday, Paul. We love you.
How does he know I have gas? He's the gas man. Wait. Oh, okay. Did you read all these?
I read it in a really choppy manner, but Ro is using the ListEasier generated titles. She's giving them a shot. If she sees that they don't sell after a certain amount of time, she will change it back to the wording that she prefers.
Okay, here we go. Hey, you! No, that's the wrong one. Don't do that one. Do this one.
Yes,
Okay.
Todd's voice is very
Look, you got 49 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, guys, thank you guys for joining us. I'm going to go deal with the gas guy. How do we know he's got gas? And we'll see you here on Monday. And until then, happy sales. And
Aloha, everyone.
aloha, etc. Goodbye. Okay, is that it?
Yeah.
No, we got 28 seconds. Fill it up with important words of encouragement.
Oh, I have to show like
Kaylee, Elaine, we love you. No ill will intended.
Of course. I'm proud of all the female YouTubers.
She likes ladies. Let's put it that way, okay? Here we go.
Get to the chopper!
Get back to work, you slacker.
Aloha.
Matsy, what is
Matsy, aloha, Matsy. What are some possible keywords that could be used to listing clothing? There's a common keyword that would possibly draw people into my listings. I'm sorry, I don't know. We could ask some of the other clothing resellers, but
is somebody in
you know what? It really go pay, and I'm not kidding. Maybe if you go pay her the $50 for 30 days, you would get a list of some of the keywords and stuff. That actually might be useful.
And if anyone like Ro, somebody that sells clothing, if you do know some good keywords, if in the comment section, after we're off.
In the comments. Add some keywords in the comments.
For
That's really
Matsy,
good. Okay, I gotta go. There's a guy's got a job.
Love you.
Love you guys. Bye.